In 1980, Ireland's Johnny Logan won the first of his two Eurovision titles with the song What's Another Year. He was only 26 years old. The song is now legendary across Europe. What do you guys think of it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely my least favorite of all the Johnny Logan songs. Like, even if you include the Linda Martin songs, I prefer Terminal 3 to this, which says a lot. I think it's nice enough, but even for that year, it wasn't the best song for me. I definitely think that Germany and the Netherlands were better in 1980. I just kind of feel, yeah, it's really overshadowed by what he did later. And it doesn't stand the test of time, whereas a song like Anne-Marie David, 7 years before, sounds better, sounds just as good now as it did then. This just doesn't. This really doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. But then that could be just because I'm Irish. But it's cheesy, but then at the same time you're able to overlook the cheese, and he's there in his white suit, and he's like it shouldn't work at all, but somehow it does, and it kind of, I don't know, it has a special place, and it's nearly Ireland's first decent winner because Dana was just awful. Yeah, I don't know. I actually quite like it. It's middle of the road. I don't know any of the other songs from 1980, so I can't compare them. But I think it deserves to be there.
Yeah, like everybody in Austria knows Johnny Logan, and everybody knows that bloody song because it's still played here. So, and I have to say, it's not that bad, Chris. It's really a good song. I really like the song. He was really young, as you said, and he knew how it worked. And yeah, it was a great performance, even though Katja Epstein from Germany was a bit better. But anyways, it is a good winner, and for me, it's timeless as well.
I think my issue is that I love Hold Me Now, his subsequent Eurovision song, so much that I compare all of his other work to it. And to me, Hold Me Now is like the height. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite Eurovision winners ever. And so this is going to feel less oomph just because of that. He actually didn't write this song. What's Another Year was written by Shea Healy. And I think that's why I don't feel like he believes it. Whereas he wrote Hold Me Now. And I totally believe that he believes in that song, and so it's more passionate. This, I can't access. Maybe it's because we're transitioning from the 70s to the 80s, and it's a strange period musically, where things are a bit schizophrenic and you're trying to figure out where you are. I don't like the ending with the women in the background chanting, What's Another Year for a Man Who... It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It gives me a headache. And also, he's reaching the high notes he holds towards the end, I find really irritating. So yeah, this, I've got to say, is one of my least favorite of the greatest hit songs. But just so y'all don't throw shade and call me trashy, remember, his other song is one of my favorites.
Yeah, and I'm the same. Like, I do really love Hold Me Now, so I do think that this gets sort of marked down because of how much I love the other one.
Great. Well, what do you guys mark this out of 10? And remember, the context is we're comparing it to all the songs appearing at Eurovision's Greatest Hits in London.
I'd give it a 7. It deserves its place there. It has stood its test of time compared to some of the other songs, like Harry's, for example. So, yeah, 7.
I'm going to give it a 5, just because I don't think it stood the test of time, and I would prefer seeing probably other songs and just have Johnny Logan performing one if I had the choice.
I will give it a 9 of 10 because I really love the song, and it's, for me, it's timeless. He's a great artist, and it's a great song, and yeah.
I'm going to give this a 6, not because of the song, which I find a 6 because it's him, and he's a great singer, and he was a young man doing well on that stage, working it. Yes!